Was a real upset here.
But proactive beginnings. I love this mid-walk coming out. The knife did connect as well, so a little bit of information, but do they expect an actual bit of presence off the back? They will be warded away for now, so they are going to have to somewhat reset here.
Yeah, interesting that they follow through on that. Obviously, xaDOS' position key in terms of shutting that down, but already a heavy lean towards B here for NRG.
Full faith in the singular player of FNS to kind of lock down that A site. Feels no pressure yet, so he's just fine. And they're going looking crash. He's getting curious, and the swing on the corner. Perfect. Wolfen wants one, trade down, back and forth. Trex stands for two, but quickly goes down. And it looks like NRG want to send a message early.
And the timing on that was perfect. The flash comes through just as the orb drops from Som. See, Victor got to be careful here. The wide swing. Coldamenta isolates the first, but Som good for the trade. xaDOS,
come on.
Find a response. It's a Killjoy 1v1 here.
It's your dream come true, Mike. Old Tommy the Turmeric going to be coming up now. Spike is safe to get back in hand. That's fine. 35 seconds. Going to secure the flank, make sure nothing's there. He has no idea where FNS is for now. So he's going to try and play it smart and play it safe, but a fight is inevitable. And the angle for FNS...
How deep does he clear on site here, though?
That's the question, isn't it? A quick glance, and the shot's good! xaDOS! A slap back to NRG. And a reminder, keeping them relevant in that fight that was happening on that 4-play stack towards B. So right back into the round, we're looking at the purchase coming out from NRG. It's very limited. So again, looking at the silver linings, we're looking at orbs, we're looking at any kills, anything they can build up into this. It won't be too much to write home about. And the stack slowly working its way back around towards this B site. So again, for Koi, keeping them cool. A player like Wolfen needs to get comfortable on the stage. We haven't seen much from him in the past to this caliber. This is going to be a very big game to start on, but he's surrounded by some very experienced players.
A couple of Cobra frags here. That'll definitely be the start he'll be looking for, but Koi nice. Once again looking to plant the seeds of emphasis towards the B site. Obviously with Sages on both sides of this map here. Nothing spotted out with the Aldrin here. I'm not sure actually if top site was spotted there. It was Crashies up there. The wall's going to go up. We're going to try and get a bit of a deeper plant here, but it's dealt with immediately.
Yeah, very quickly now. Trex again, still going to be good for it, finding Crashies. Second bite of the cherry for the plant. That's going to go down uncontested. So safe plant here and now into the post plant. A little bit of chip damage on Victor, but let's see if any damage could be found. There's no flank coming into play. Still going to have the turret keeping watch onto that, so no worries there. They just need to try and keep this one as safe as they can. Have the rifles. This shouldn't be a problem here, Mike.
No, definitely not. Should be a comfortable cleanup as well. xaDOS to find three. Trex will find the final kill for the Prime.
Absolutely. That will be in the back of their mind, though, I'm certain. And let's see what Wolfen can get up to here. Proactive beginnings and a quick
turret
start.
Dealt with immediately. That's literally big tick in the box for me at the start of this round. Flash does actually catch xaDOS, but look how aggressive this is. Looking to flash all the way into spawn here outside B. On the back of that information, xaDOS will throw the wall up.
Yeah, talk about trying to bring xaDOS into play. That is something I want to keep my eye on, is how well do they make this man work. As I said, still sticking around here, not going to back away from this. He does have Victor not far behind. He's actually got the rotate coming through from Crashies as well. These two are rabid in approach. They desperately...
Jumping at the bit. There's three people here for NRG.
They're willing to brawl. This is ridiculous, considering 0-2 down in this. Not a terrible start, but, you know, still willing to battle this out. And they did great chip damage on towards Coldamenta, so that could be something to note in the future. But again, you still have Sage there, so should be brought back up nice and quick. But xaDOS gets punished by Wolfen, exploring on his own. No utility to send to motion, but it's Victor to quickly quell that. Falling away towards the site, but Koi want in.
Unfortunately, 26 HP on Victor, nearly caught off guard there. NRG have to try and find a response to this. Actually, the wall comes up. Nobody's swinging on the back of it, but actually the lockdown invested here will clear some space, but Snowman's still playable here for NRG. Should at least guarantee the plant, though.
Oh, Stuffzo's in trouble. Needs to be really careful about this. They're taking a fair amount of chip damage for themselves, but should have enough time off the back of the KJ ult to at least get the plant down. But how safe are they on the fallback? Actually made it safely into post plant too. Yeah, very surprising.
No snake bites available, and I don't think actually any nano swarms on this, so it's going to be a dry post plant here for
Around
Koi.
the world. Keep your eyes on, who is it? Starkso going walkabout. He's going late flank through middle. Hasn't been noted.
Victor just gave it up. He spotted him.
Victor is in so much danger. Now there's a problem though, because they've got their mind split in two places, and Trex starts farming. 3 huge kills, and NRG left in tatters. Victor's eyes turn towards middle, and it's all but a ruse. It's all but a distraction. The time is just seeing him the way out of this round. Coldamenta to close, and Koi off to the perfect start, 3-0. If I talked about Koldamenta as a kingmaker, right? He knows how to make his players work for him. We're seeing it with Trex early on. Wolfen want to see how he warms into this, and we're finally seeing a little bit of a look towards the A site here. So again, the purchase from NRG is poor, so it's not going to be one of those rounds that we're going to be writing home about if all goes to plan, but it's the first time Koi's starting to explore the map this time.
The scope in the hands of Som. We left to anchor towards Snowman, but 3 pistols to deal with here. Oh, actually, Shados just staring on Victor here, and actually, Victor looking to get aggressive, nearly catching one.
Yeah, but the pressure's coming now. Shados cracks open towards Crashies too. Potential of a flank, but not going to be explored. And they're on towards the site, already clearing towards 410. Darkso towards Ardis. It's clean so far. Nice. No trades coming back in. You can see FS trying to find that space. Denied quickly. Koi, super diligent. Super clean, super diligent. And a Prime Gaming flawless here, Mike.
His first ult cycle. I mean, 2 is the most kills here on the board for NRG. Again, early dealing with the turret once again. Creating a gap, forcing this rotation out. I think Koi are going to very quickly drift towards A here.
And last time around they did this, they did eventually kind of explore that B side, that late lurk through middle. They kind of...
I think this is what previously prompted that aggression towards B main for NRG. So we get a different look from NRG this time, but also a different response from Koi.
And look at Wolfen, I think you're absolutely on the money with that consideration. He's already sat back there making sure that doesn't happen. So they are trying to find information here, but again, a new look from Koi, going to go towards the A site. So a little bit of a switch up, but no pace behind this. Maybe waiting to see if that flex does come through.
We'll see, Crashes should have his recon back online now, and he's actually just sent it out immediately. Now, if that pings nothing, which actually looks like everybody from Koi has avoided that.
Do they rotate? Do they sit deeper? What? I'm looking at FNS trying to find a bit of information as well. I think this is going to be quite telling. Nothing still.
Should hit these steps though.
It's huge. What a swing from Wolfen as well. You felt as though Ardis was good for that crash. She's still standing. Don't know how. The absolute flood of utility on the side is going to put him right under pressure. The flank is on though. Koi not feeling comfortable just yet. They want another pick, but you can see them halting for a second, pausing for composure. See if there's any oversteps, and no one is so far.
They've got bodies on the line here to try and defend. That's the Owl Drone. Late investment here.
How is Crashies alive?
Utility to clear Crashies.
10 seconds. They've got to make a move towards the site. And Soma Victor saving NRG in this. Whew. Towards what Wolfen does here. Does he get checked on this? Does he not? Similar scenes. No turret this time. So again, this could be relatively telling as well that there is an adjustment, but Wolfen big pick. Victor goes down, he gets a back away, and there's no trade, there is no threat.
I love the reaction here. It's such a big indicator that the turret's not there. There's some kind of adjustment on the side of NRG. What's happening differently here? Beautiful opener from Wolfen once again.
That's really nice to see. Again, young player, good decision making coming in here. First on the big stages like this. That's lovely. Doesn't have to get too flashy with it, can just do his role. And we've got that slow lean actually towards B, but we do still see Viper's Pit in play.
Still got a drone, still got the recon to deal with. Some should they force in.
Res up. There's Shados on guard duty. Trex quickly handling business, and Ardis even gets tagged in this. So they've lost even more. Yes, Koldamenta goes down, but still, it's just FNS, Som, and Ardis to try and quickly get back towards the A site. All drawn towards B, all drawn towards mid, and a quick read and a correct decision from Koi to instantly go go towards A.
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful decision making.
A very safe plant as well with no pressure coming back through on site. FNS actually going to invest the lockdown here with the Hunter's Fury being burnt up from Trex. We'll see really what it buys. Again, when they're not behind screens, it only really gives them access towards the orb. You can see where it cuts off here. It's a safe plant.
Okay, what's the plan here? Oh, this could be nice. Gives him a bit of cover. That's the only issue, though. Has to back away 18 HP, and he's lost all the bodies in the meantime. All alone, barely breathing. Ardis would have to work miracles, and there are no miracles here for NRG. Koi a 7-1 up. Let's aim. And he had a good beginning. Call it what you want when they had the economy in their favor, but even into the buy round, it's been super influential. Early attempt, a little bit of a catch there towards the orb, but again, just going to keep map control for now. But a massive rotation. You've got 4 players on A here.
I feel a little bit like it's time for NRG to try and take a fight here. That might be why we see the numbers committed towards A. Ardis actually with an op in hand.
Could be big. You need something to make a difference.
Throw a spanner in the works. We know what he's capable with this weapon.
There's not many like him. The man he replaced is one of the only other few that you could argue. But again, 3-9 quiet performance here so far, but not really an individual error, I feel. It's just a game as it is. 50 seconds now. Running down the clock quite low. And they're going to be walking into a substantially larger amount of presence. First time we're going to see the 4 players really posted up on this too. Artist first contact, wins that fight wall, gets committed, doesn't get on it himself though, so has to peel away from this. And actually an early read from NRG that this is going to be a rotation.
30 seconds.
I mean, 30 seconds left here. I don't think they're going to beat NRG to this side. Obviously, some tucked all the way into Snowman.
I love Victor backfilling this super quick as well.
Immediately.
Safety, making sure it's not going to be a double pump, a double fake. No, it's going to be now red alert to Som. Do what you can, buy us time, buy any seconds you can. Plant's going to come in, does it get stuck here? 10 seconds now, it's down, it's safe. Into the post plant, crashes, handles Starzo. Now down to 3 players. What more can these 3 do? I think I heard the Viper's pick committed.
Yeah, Coleman's popped it.
He's popped it, and rightly so, but Victor on the flank. This was happening a long time ago. Artist still popping off shots, finds Shados. Down to Coldamenta and Trex here. Close on the side, and Crash is trying to reveal him. Crash is going to get Trex. And now just Coldamenta, and he's dealt with. Finally, NRG stemmed the bleeding. But is it too little and is it too late?
I said for this to go in Koi's favor would have been the nail in the coffin for me. Again, it will be nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah.
They can close this out with the best possible.
Does still have the operator, so this time around, what's the plan here? They desperately need this third.
They really do. I don't feel comfortable about this second half at all. 3 towards B main initially here for Koi. Coldamenta to be the 4th. Shados is going to be on crowd control elsewhere. Victor looks a little curious. Towards Nest at least on A site. A pause for thought here for Koi. Hunter's Fury available. Rez available. The other side of things, FNS does have that lockdown and preemptively invested here with over a minute left on the clock. Just to force them back into spawn here. As, like I said, it feels just a little desperate. Don't really secure the space on the back of that. I'm really not sure about that one.
No, I was kind of imagining if someone backfill it a little
Exactly,
further.
yeah, take the space, force them even deeper. There's a pinch coming through from Victor, potentially with this aggression on A.
And here's the burst again. Orphan instantly going to fight towards Som. Som great dealing with the first though. Front line dealt with. Now you got to look towards who else is remaining. We know that Koi are running as a pack in this. There's 3 players who are the heavy hitters and they're mostly still standing. Som though yet to be cleared fully from this. Rez comes in. Do they get a partner? Huge from Som! Holding it down and giving NRG the finest amount of hope, the thinnest amount of...
Som closes out that half in the way that he did. So there's a couple of times there were fumbles left, right and center for NRG. That has to be cleaned up here for the second half.
And if I'm Koi, I'm testing them. I'm going right back into the thick of it. And well, for starters, they are getting dealt with. Good
4
work,
minutes.
Yeah, they're very aware that this confidence could be happening, and it is. So Starzo going to back away here. I see them willing to fight on this, spotting them crossing towards the A site though, so already going to have at least 2 bodies here. We're going to see a little bit of the setup in play. FNS though, trying to lead by example at this point here.
Early intention showed here as well for Wolfen. Happy to take these opening engagements, and Koi happy to build around him. Good to clean plant here, and still 5 standing here for NRG. It's a numbers advantage. Koi have to get something done on this retake. Wall going to burn up a lot of time here as well, Lauren.
I don't see a comfy way back in at all. They already have to back away from this. There's no step to it. There's still so many bodies on the site. 5 still standing for NRG.
The wall's only just coming down now, and there's only 1 chunk removed.
Okay, Shados though does connect quite quickly. Good information on the second, but not going to follow up. It's Som dealing with it at the back of the site. Artist still standing, and NRG locking this down. They need this one to work out for them, and Trex cannot do enough. 3 alive for NRG. I don't know if there was maybe not a misread, but maybe a gamble towards it. Maybe testing things out, I don't know. But again, it's put them in a position where they are back down to the pistols here. So this will build, again, an opportunity for NRG to close the gap. And they're still stuck on 9 for Koi. NRG just building that confidence as well, trying to feel out the game, warm into this a little bit. They certainly need a bit of that. Maybe some Eco Cobra frags for Ardis can help the matter too.
Momentum should get spotted here, yeah. Noted at least from Ardis. I think actually noted the second player as well. Starzo unnoted as of yet. The spike not committed. A little bit of a poke here from NRG, and they do have the space to rotate. Already though, Koi. They have a read on this as well. Only really the frenzy in the hands of xnfri to work with.
As it stands, NRG is still stuck towards B long, very methodically working. They do still have utility to clear towards site as well.
30 seconds.
But it's the time. It makes me nervous, even against these pistols. One player drops, Spike gets lost, util gets burnt up, 25 seconds now. Mike, this is running down to the wire. Som trying to do his heroics once again. Wall goes up. 18 seconds. I'm still waiting for that plant to come in if it's safe. It is for now. Victor and Som on the case.
Right, Som actually the one to find that crucial kill to open things up and closes out.
This is what we've been asking for. Wolfen could have that opportunity. He did manage to find, I believe it was actually Victor even last time, but a new position playing off the back of the turret as well.
It's a sketchy res. Starzo has to respect it for the time being. Has to back away from that. And might even have to wait for the retake opportunity to get that res back online.
And I feel like this is a fantastic read because we did see that before. That walk down tube only used once or twice, very rarely implemented. See that before. That walk down tube only used once or twice, very rarely implemented.
FNS with his finger on the pulse in terms of what Koi were planning to pull out in this round.
God, this is so much pressure now.
Yeah, Crashies has actually confirmed the information that actually Starzo isn't tucked into tube, waiting for that res. And they're going to police it as well. Look at this, bodies on the death marker.
I love it. xnfri is sweating bullets here.
Because there's a big gap in kitchen.
Yeah,
big gap in kitchen.
They could be anywhere. The information is so deep by the time they'll be on the site. And again, yes, they've cleared this far, so this adds to that pressure on this man here, xnfri. How much can he do? Does he get checked on? When does he get checked on? Because they're still watching this flank, Mike.
Big
there
positive.
is still information free flowing. So xnfri, again, that time, he's got even longer on his own.
This is the thing, though. NRG have a long list of options in terms of the plant spot. Victor actually settling for default here.
I love this. Going back in just to ensure that that res does not come through, and Som is putting in serious work. xnfri finally pulls the trigger, takes down one on the site. Som's been found, it's a 3v3, but time, the KJ ult has come into effect, and Artis is going to get counter ult comes in. Starzo on the punish, and now just two. FNS and Victor, and where do they go?
Got a back time.
Much kit. They got to get a move on
Victor.
Victor.
Up so much.
He's going to have his knife. The KJ ult has come into effect, and Artis is going to get counter ult comes in. Starzo on the punish, and now just two. FNS and Victor, and where do they go?
Got to back away. Koi actually respecting the lockdown as well. Nothing detained here on either side.
Time. They got to get a move on
Victor.
Victor.
Up so much.
He's going to have his knife back, he's going to have his flashback, he's got so much kit still to play with. xnfri still alive, FNS is there, he can get back onto this one. Oh, and Victor's found Starzo! xnfri's with a quick trade, but time is everything, and is running out for them. FNS, he can't do it in time! It's done for, it's 11 for NRG!
What a round for NRG to pull out. I think but the kitchen sink thrown at this round. But it's such a perfect read on.
He knows that round could have been just the minuscule differences coming into play here. And now NRG finally in the lead.
But like I said though, Koi still had enough behind that purchase to string together rifles here.
You're right.
Coldamenta with the Viper's Pit. Some sense of security towards A site here. But the rest of Koi actually scratching their heads in mid right now. NRG actually feel, I guess like they found a weak point in this defense. This time around the turret is there. xnfri.
I wouldn't call that weak with xnfri on it now.
No.
Flashes enough. As contact found, slips away, does call for help, but no one's going to be there super quick. Yes, Trex does actually just really well. This is a little bit of an adjustment. Trex coming in to bail out is massive. Now they can start working this down. They would have at least noted 3 now, noting it all. That's the spike lost, and Koi crunched them in towards kitchen. And you're going to have FNS and Crashies, irrelevant to outcome. Crashies would have to pull off miracles here. And he's got the first step. 35 seconds, finds the second. Crashies is fighting as best he can, but being closed in on. Another! Wolfen springs into effect, but tied up again, 11-11. And it's off to a quick start for Artis. Straight through towards Sewer. Nothing to really deny him. You've got one player on the other side, and that will be xaDOS sitting deep towards CT. So this side will be theirs.
Well, I mean, they've got the lockdown. You can see they've got the Nano Swarm to try and just delay the plant a little bit, but there's already bodies in place here for this retake. I almost want to see the lockdown set up here as they've got actually the counter Nano Swarms for it.
Yeah. So looking to see what they try and make this work with. A swing and a jump just off the back of the contact, but great trades for Ardis. Finding two, being pivotal to this round. Make it a third, Ardis dicing them up. And just holding towards CT, waiting for that next victim, that next player who would dare do it. And no one feels that they can. Trex, ooh, damage done, yes,
1
but
HP for Ardis.
Unconfirmed. Ardis can now back away, hopefully with his life. And the damage has been achieved here. That quick take towards A was perfect.
I think maybe Koi are just thinking there's a Hunter's Fury available, like there's too many things that we can't pin this retake around the lockdown, but then you got to question why that's the setup initially.
Yeah, if you're not going to play around it, maybe try and post up towards.
And a lockdown of it. That's why I come away scratching my head.
It felt like it. Which I don't know if I love just yet, but... And look at the pressure. Early pressure from NRG towards long. No subtlety about it this time, and 3 players on the other side. So they continue this way. Wolf and Trex both on this.
Flash on long here.
And yeah, this is when trouble aplenty. They can't escape. They can't run. Oh, it's a crash. He's catching them by the heels. Huge punish with the util coming out. Lovely combo work coming in with FNS. And now the sight's on the platter. Starzo has to respect it. This could be another 3-man safe.
It could be, yeah. This is one where actually don't even bother with that lockdown. Crash is still with that Hunter's Fury available. Yeah, Koi already making their way over towards Garage. Not seeing that same level of confidence we saw on Icebox. Well, they've been knocked just a little bit coming into this map too. And again, that pressure mounting with every round. Elimination looming here for Koi.
You can see the smiles creeping onto NRG's faces too. Crashy's starting to look
I mean, this is where they start to thrive, these players.
And you need this. It is a new roster, right? And all the practice is great. All of the, everything you do leading up to this, but it's about how you play in the game. The officials, there's no practice like officials. And seeing them hitting confidence now, looking nice with the synergy, lovely combo work coming in. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff so far.
That extends the gap to 3 rounds. Another remedy off guard. Disrupt that kind of default early on.
Look at FNS straight away. Looking to try and find the punish on this one. They sat ready for it though, turning the flash as well. And Wolfen just getting his head into this one. Straight in once it doesn't get it, gets denied. And Ardis sends him away. It's the player's life too. Does not fall on a trade.
Again though, where's the second layer to that? There's 2 other members of Koi on A site, and Wolfen's the one to...
Desperate for it.
I mean, you never want to be the person to have to dash on and take a 1v1 with Ardis, but...
No. Okay, I don't mind this though.
Hats off to the kid. He's going to hear this alarm bot as well, I think.
Cover going out.
Yep. Well.
Does anybody see this smoke? They're going to see it when they get past these boxes.
Koldamenta, I feel like he's dead there. Yeah, absolutely dead. NRG's timing could not have been better. Falling away from this Koldamenta, maybe feeling they were still meandering around A long, and there actually are still 2 players here.
Som's going to get a dirty lurk behind this.
They're double pump.
They're going to deny them from saving.
Yeah, look at that. Perfect read again. Just backfilling this off the contact towards long. They knew that they'd have to respect that and pull those 3 players back to potentially deal with the C hit. There was a lot of players seen. So again, this is perfect calls. Lovely reads. But actually, Starzo still sharp for 1, but he needs a bit more. There's still 4 players alive here, and you're down to Trex and xaDOS. They've been sitting, playing for these, saves and trying to keep these weapons up. And Trex is still desperate for it because Ardis was maybe overheating a little in that. Want to try and punish Trex again. Still dancing around, but he's got 5 HP. There's only so much one man can do, and it's all but done. NRG pull it right back in.
As I was starting to the fact that we're in round 12 and we're still talking about the same lockdown I was 7 rounds ago. And we've seen a couple of setups for a retake. Again.
Oh, no point saving now. In we go. Site now taken. Ardis plants the flag there and actually takes a scalp off of Trex. What a shot. Trex looks so unaware there was even a chance of that, and Koldamenta chomping at the bit to try and maybe find a fight through CT. No. And we're actually going to see the lockdown coming in, but this time it's
all a fake.
Yep. Oh my god, the spike's over towards A. Well. And you've still got the slip through here as well from Ardis. He's still doing him dirty. Victus already. NRG This is perfection from them, and now Starzo
doesn't know where it's planted. He doesn't know where it's planted.
Lost
oh, no.
and confused.
It's painful. Yeah. The penny's dropped. The penny's dropped. And this is the thing, NRG just absolutely running rings around Koi.
Bloody hell.
I got to say it again, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. That sort of round, it doesn't really feel like there's going to be sustainability, right? You don't get given many of them against NRG.
No, you don't. But again, also it shouldn't have come down to Som pulling off the pseudo ace.
Yep.
So you know what? If that's what it takes, if that's the spark, then so be it. Bring me something, Koi. Show me a little bit of that fire here. We have a great idea. We've got some incredible players. Can they close the gap? NRG coming back into this, respecting the second round here. Not the force back in, nothing really. I think, yeah, just a frenzy for Artis, and that is it. So you want to be looking at Koi, 5 alive, plant coming in. You cannot make errors now. You're on this attacking side with the scoreline as it was. It's precarious. It didn't feel like a good first half. So let's see if the recovery's there. But again, do they feel the stack? There's 4 players here. Do they care?
Nice smoke from Som as well, just to try and deny this dash through Wolfen, but it's actually Trex to find it. FNS will find a response actually, and is that weapon retrieved?
No,
There's 2!
No, this is such an error. Artis is still alive, but it's only Artis, and thankfully, Shados was still alive. The turret will at least give away the game. That got so dangerous. For a second there, it could have swung.
For a moment, I think that was further down the line.
Oh,
a bit of a switch up here though, Artis.
Ooh, he's sticking around. What's going to force him off this?
He knows about the cross as well.
And Artis is a nasty player with this operator. Pull the trigger on the 3rd second, real close to it as well. And he feels that's a pressure point. Time to back away now. Does want to give that pendulum swing over towards Koi, who is still willing to try and take back this long pressure.
He's happy to fight for this as well. And actually, Victor's here with the lockdown available just in case things go wrong. Trex does have the Hunter's Fury for it.
Artis hasn't fully fallen away either. He still wants this one pick. But this is going to burn so much utility if they are diligent about this, but I'm worried it's just going to be Wolfen taking a wander.
Well, there's no fault line. Now there is. Starzo's fault line just coming back online, as I said that. So the flash available.
Okay. Artis justing long, finds Shados. It's gorgeous. NRG posting up pretty aggressively on these angles, not sitting deep by any means, and actually not falling back. But they have lost side control. Gordamenta so unaware, didn't even turn. Didn't even look towards it. And now just 2 on the site here, surrounded. No comfort to be found. Maybe can fall away too long, but they need to win a fight and find some safety somewhere. The chip damage coming out from Trex could have given them a second to breathe and think, but it ain't going to be for long.
Set up here for the utility as well. Trex forced a little closer towards spawn.
Trex.
Not caught by the paranoia though.
He needs to, he might be good. Oh, FNS keeps on running and Trex just falls. Starzo a 1v4. Position is pretty considered. They had players in sewer, they had CT dealt with. Either. There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. He's dead and buried. NRG smothering Koi now.
A little bit of a switch up here. Artis on that operator creating some problems for Koi to overcome. Actually, it's the second layer. Victor to find back out of that smoke.
8-9 though, scoreline still close enough.
Still got to buy behind this for Koi as well. Blaze Storm to offset that. So you're almost looking at a little healthier behind this purchase than NRG are.
Let's get that spacing right with Wolfen here. Artis, present. Sees nothing beyond this though. That's just garage control taken.
Previously this ended up on a re-hit towards C. This is when Koi paused outside waiting for that utility cooldown, but it looks like Crashies might be tested here on A long. The Owl drone is from very, very deep in spawn, so not going to get deep information. Actually, the response is there from Crashies, and he should find info, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
The Hunter's Fury to slow things down. It's a double tag!
This could be massive, and it is. Crashies finding Gordamenta.
Another 2 tags!
He's done so much damage to the lockdown just to make sure he's safe.
Look at the time!
Hesitant. They've got 35 seconds, and they've got no information. They've got nowhere to go.
There's still 2 on C, Lauren.
Garage is a player in it. Wolfen's running into his death. He has no idea. They already cleared it earlier, but Som's here. Perfect play from Som.
Oh my God.
Positioning divine. He's read the round. And now Trex, it's a formality again. And Som played that so well. The positioning was great. Credit to Crashies. So red in this game, and NRG weren't even there. They were just in the right places behind it. But again, We go through. We look at what we've got here. Wolfen, maybe depending on the knives. Everyone else able to fashion a purchase. Operator still in the hands of Ardis. Not really have to see that sing just yet, but it could be the round now. Wolfen first on the chopping block, potentially. Ardis could be a big test for him here. Flash goes up, and the swing. Uncharacteristic miss, but a second bite of the cherry. He knows he's under pressure. Wolfen trying to close the gap here, chase them down. They're actually going to slip out through CT. All the players backing away from this one.
So yeah, do have the Rolling Thunder available for this. And do they opt to actually pull the trigger here as the par comes through? Starzo maybe going to get pinned onto site here.
He's in trouble. He's in real trouble. Wolfen wins one fight towards Garage, but it's an absolute bloodbath in favor to NRG here. Back on the side here, Wolfen needs more. Needs massive impact. He ain't going to get it. Shados needs it. Doesn't get it either. It's NRG clean on the play back in. And now it's 11 calling. And NRG willing to answer. They are looking good, Mike.
Oh, the response is there in the second half. Have to see how it lies here for Koi.
NRG, it's time to wake up for Koi. They have to try and pin all these pieces together that have been lacking. And Som respecting this hit needs to get the hell out of danger. C-site is theirs. Spike is on the way.
Gonna have the same opportunity for the retake here. So Koi just felt like that was the one thing that went wrong for them. It's an open plant, Nano Swarm down. Wolfen going to entertain the idea of sticking around for it. Actually, Shados considering the lockdown here.
But look at the flank. 4 players on the flank, and Trax is util in hand. There's no one here. If he crests that corner, paranoia. That's 2 core with the paranoia. It's going to call all the players in. Starzo takes a whole lot of damage. He's down to 6 HP. They got to buy time. They got to do something. Menta dives into the jaws of it. Trax stunned. NRG battering them down. And a 3v2. Wolfen and Starzo still alive in a switch of position. Som dips in towards the site, avoids the stun. Still fighting, still standing, tapping on the spike for Wolfen. He's behind both of them. Finds them.
Oh my God.
What a time for the young gun to find some form.
Blade Storm to work with now, but scraps, odds and ends thrown into this for Koi. 1 rifle in the hands of Trex. And they're looking to spin the wheel. B-site will be their focus point here.
There's so much of it on the ground still. Wolfen's going to take a fair amount of damage. Yeah, softened up, comfortable for Victor. No sweat for him. The smoke into play, and Koi gets sent back. They did not find the impact, but they can't even quickly springboard. Still util in towards Garage. Position now noted. They're not finding what they need here, but a quick flex towards C. Again, do they dare keep doing this? And Victor, he's on the hunt. He's feeling confident. He's got the boys beside him. Trax on the flank can only do so much. Finds one.
What?